Good morning. My message today is Black mothers, we need you. Black mothers, we need you. The men in our community have refused, in the instances of supporting and raising our young men and the future leaders of our communities. They've decided to not make that the most important thing. So as a result, it's left many of our single mothers trying to make sense of this, trying to survive, trying to do the best that they can for their child while pushed through a system that they're climbing uphill. And also, Black mothers, we need you. We need you to teach our sons that their life matters. Black lives do matter, but does their life matter to them? And what are they doing to demonstrate that? We need to give our kids something to identify with so they don't go and find something to identify with themselves. Because if they go and they search for self-identification, they're gonna find CDs, they're gonna find mixtapes that express this anger that they have, but they can't sift through the muck and the mud. In 2013, the Trayvon Martin case was finalized. A man was released from all charges after killing a young African American. We know that. The more troubling thing is what I find is that 3 months shortly after, a Los Angeles rapper released a mixtape titled OKE, Operation Kill Everything. In the first song in that tape, on that mixtape, one of the first lines quoted, "I'm a rich ASS murderer. Don't get your ASS murdered. Kill everything. I'm about to kill everything. I'm married to myself. Can't be caught in a fishbowl." Making the correlation of being married to one female and raising his 3 children. I find that more troubling than anything, because instead of using the voice, the platform, to speak about some of these social injustices, we feed it, we add gasoline. We decide not to lead our young men who are looking for leadership. What is social justice? Black mothers, we need you to teach our young men that their life matters and that they must demonstrate that their life matters. You have to show it first. My parents always taught me, in order to get respect, you must show that you respect yourself first. If we get what we're asking for, will everything change? Will everything stop today? Will things be different in Chicago? Over the 4th of July weekend, 60 people were shot, 8 murdered. And one of the higher, ups in the police department said, quote, from the Chicago Tribune, "It was an improvement." Is that really going to stop? Am I going to feel comfortable automatically walking the streets of Chicago, Memphis, Miami, South LA? We need to ensure and teach our sons to show that their life matters. I don't know if I can really say yes to that question. I sure hope one day I can. But I don't know. Will graduation rates improve? Will we have more students enrolling in post-high school education, post-secondary education? Will we get more police officers, lawyers, doctors, and teachers? I'm with you. Things are unfair. Things are unjust. There are many times I'm nervous and anxious in different situations. So all of my people that are coming together and joining arms and building community, I'm with you. I love seeing that. But in a couple months, will it all go away? In 6 months, will another idolized figure in the minority community come out with a CD following the motto of Operation Kill Everything? Are we going to teach our young people that? I feel like we're fighting the wrong area. We don't need to fight police officers, guys. It's not them. My dad was a cop for a long, long time. And it's not them. The police didn't let Zimmerman walk. A grand jury did. He was taken to trial and a grand jury decided that, not a group of police officers. In the Tamir Rice case, a grand jury decided to let that cop off, not another group of police officers. A grand jury had the final decision. A judge had the final decision. A grand jury decided on the Michael Brown case, not a group of police officers. A judge and a grand jury decided that. I'm gonna give you an example. I saw a video of a boy in Merced, California on his bike, and he was approached by a police officer who simply asked for his ID. He refused, saying, quote, "You can take me to jail or whatever, bruh. I'm not going to give you my ID." The situation then quickly escalated and he ended up in handcuffs on the ground. I don't know if many of you have seen this video, but I've seen it several times. And here's what I do know. I don't know how the situation ended, but here's what I do know. I do know that he probably would not have ended up in handcuffs on the ground if he would have reached in his back pocket, took out his ID, and handed it over. So because you're unwilling to simply humble yourself in a short situation and do what's asked of you, you end up in handcuffs on the ground. Was he targeted? Probably. Was he being treated unfairly because of who he was? Probably. But what could have eliminated all the strife that he went through as a person, that experience he had could have been much different if he would have just handed over his ID. In the Chicago Tribune, I want to end with this. There was a quote. Said that an article published about 2 days ago said, and I quote just this line: "One can concede that a far greater problem amongst African Americans in this country is the killing of one another." So my question is that going to stop if we get what we're asking for? Social justice, whatever that may mean. Will everything stop? Will we stop finding ourselves and standing in front of a judge who can make that decision? My next video, I'm going to focus on giving our black mothers tools to teach our young men that their lives do matter. What can you do? So look out for my next video, because black mothers, we need you.